Hello students. So far we have discussed about impact of technology on society. In today's video we are going to discuss about impact of technology on the economy. First one is increase in productivity. Now what is productivity? Productivity is nothing but efficient or economic use of inputs. Now every business makes use of inputs for producing outputs. So when you make use of these inputs in an efficient and economic manner, then you increase your productivity or you increase your capacity to produce goods and services. That is possible with the help of technology. Now technology is not just helping you to use the resources economically, but it is also helping you to reduce the cost of production by reducing wastages, improving the speed of your production, and also the quality of goods is improved. Now productivity benefits everyone. Organization is benefited due to increased profits. Workers get better wages and working conditions. Customers are benefited by better products at reasonable price. Nature and society is also benefited due to optimum use of natural resources. Installing environment friendly technology can also help to control the problems of pollution and environment degradation. So basically productivity improves with the help of technology only, and this can be applied to all the areas, whether it is agriculture, industry, or other sectors. Now India lacks productivity because we're not making use of latest technology. We are making use of old technology. That is why we are still lagging behind and we are not yet a developed country. We're still developing country. But if we make use of latest technology, definitely we will be able to increase our productivity and thereby satisfy all our stakeholders. Next is insatiable demand for capital. Now, technology demands uninterrupted flow of capital. Capital is needed to install the technology. Further, capital is needed to replace the old technology with the new technology because technology becomes obsolete as continuous research and development and innovations and inventions discover new methods which are more economical and efficient. So firms will have to discard the existing technology and plant new technology to take the benefits. So for that matter, economy must have well developed capital market that can supply necessary capital for installation or replacement of technology. Financial resources are to be generated within the nation, or else the required resource has to be borrowed from external or foreign agencies like World Bank, IMF, or from foreign countries. The banking system, financial institution, and stock market must be well developed to meet capital requirements of business. Availability of capital in time at reasonable cost will help business establishment to be technologically up to date. Next is research and development activities. There are various options for developing technology. They can be technology transfer or outsourcing, that is, it can be borrowed from other firms or other countries. Outsourcing is undertaken when it is not possible to develop your own technology or technology developing is costly. It can be outsourced or borrowed from outside. Technology can also be developing domestically. Developing own technology requires huge and continuous expenditure in research and development activities. The record of Indian firms in private sector and also in government sector on spending on research and development activities is very poor, whereas research and development of spending in India is around 1% of GDP. It is between 2 to 3% of GDP for other countries like UK and USA. Okay, so this says that research and development activities are essential to update new technology. If you cannot spend your own funds on research and development, you will have to adopt the technology, or you will have to outsource it from other companies who have already adopted the new technology. Next is technostructure. Technostructure means placement of technical staff and organization structure which makes important decision regarding management of business. One of the most important need for adopting technology in business is you need to have good technical staff at your organization who can take proper decision as to when the new technology is to be introduced in the company. See, if you introduce the technology at a very early stage, then it requires lot of funds, and if you introduce the technology at your organization very late, then you will find that the customers will not be satisfied with your products and they can easily shift to the competitors. So you need proper technical staff and all the layers of your organization structure who can guide as to which technology is to be introduced when into the business, so that it can be successful, so that your business organization can become successful. So this technostructure is very important. It becomes important to understand that technical staff is required at all the layers of the organization who can help in deciding when the technology is to be introduced, in what sector it is to be introduced, and how to use this new technology. Next is innovation as key to development. Now, innovation is very important for an organization because the customers are always looking for something new in the products. They get bored using same goods and services. So it is very important that the entrepreneur or the business owner exploits new business ideas and products that will satisfy the needs of customers. This can be done only when the company spends on research and development. Okay, once you understand what are the needs of your customers, that you will have to convert it into goods and sell it in the market, because technology becomes outdated every now and then. So you have to study your customers well and then innovate your new products. Innovation is possible only because of technology. Just for example, nowadays people are doing business online. So when the people are doing business online, customer post their reviews, they also give feedback as to what can be improved in the product, what is lacking in the product, what is making other competitors product better. So these ideas can be taken by the companies and new products or new technology can be developed which will help the company to serve their customers better. Next is role of government. Now government, who is the chief controller of economic activities, plays an important role in the growth of technology. Now government can provide incentives and facilities for technological development, or it can introduce regulation and restrictions to ensure that use of technology is for welfare of the people. Now government also plays a very important role in supporting the new technology. See, all the technology that we think is useful, it should not be useful only to that particular business organization, or it should not be creating a monopoly status for that organization. For this purpose, government plays a very important role. When the government thinks that this technology is to be availed by all the business organization, government can support that type of technology by providing incentives and funds to introduce such technology. On the other hand, when government feels that this technology will be harmful for the society or for the laborers or the workers, then government can bring in rules and regulation so that such technology should not be introduced in the country. So like this, government also plays a very major role in terms of economic development of the country via the technology. Next is e-governance. Now because there is development in technology and widespread use of internet and revolution in communication technology, we can see that our government is becoming very updated nowadays. That is, earlier people used to stand in queues for getting their documents from the government, but now you can see we have e-governance facilities. That is, we can get our government work done with the help of internet. You can fill forms online, you can submit your applications online, and your work will be done easily. So all this is possible only because of technology. If technology was not updated, then we have to still use the age old technique of standing in queues and doing lot of documentation and paperwork. But now, because of upgradation of technology, we can see even our government has become forward, and we are able to get all the facilities sitting at our home without much trouble. Last one is rise and decline of products and organization. Now, as technology keeps on changing continuously, the new technology always replaces the old technology. Due to this, new products replace old products. Firms which develop new technology and introduce new products will survive. Otherwise, they will have to make the way for new firms. Now, for example, automobile industry in India was earlier dominated by Ambassador car, but now today we don't find such cars. We see that Maruti, Honda, these are ruling the market in terms of car. Similarly, for the scooter market, earlier people used to prefer Bajaj and Honda scooters, but now you can see these are replaced by Activa, Axis, and so on. So, like this, it is very important for a firm to upgrade its technology with time. If the firm is not doing so, then other firms will take their place in the market, and the old firms will have to shut down their business. So it is very important to upgrade ourselves with technology. If we don't do so, we will have to close down our business. So with this, I conclude for today. Thank you.